Alrighty, boys, it is going to be Nando walking up. I haven't seen this bad boy in a while. Walking up in his full Legion attire. I like that set, man. Let's take a look at set. I like he's looking low and see where he's like, hey, food, hey, snack. I'm pretty sure trolls in the lore do eat gnomes, don't they? He's like, look at a, see where he's like, oh, you look like a snack, literally. It's gonna be Silver landing a polymorph onto the polar bear. Ah, it's a big polar bear. Gonna be a stun out of Nanda before Silver can even get any kind of CC. Nanda hanging out by that line of the side in case he needs to dip. And that's actually gonna be Nanda dropping down the Guardian of Azeroth. As Silver is out in the open to Azeroth, is actually gonna be able to get a couple of big spikes. Whoa! But whenever Nando is CC, that Guardian of Azeroth is just gonna look at Nando. Seavark, so much damage coming out of the Mage, so much damage. Might have to ice block this right here. Nando is just obliterating Seavark. Oh my god, the Hunter is just doing work. That Guardian of Azeroth doing quite a number. The pet is doing a number. Nando is doing quite a number of damage. And Seavark just waiting out for a full duration. Gonna be a Bestial Wrath immediately as long as he can get the pet out. Oh, that's a massive polar bear, dude. That's a big bear right there. Oh my god, it looks angry. But Seavark has to go and CC the pet for a little bit. Trying to see if he can get a kick out of Nana. Not getting it to juke a kick out. That's going to be a kick at the end. As he's trying to go for a little bit of damage. That's going to be freezing trap. Oh my god. Seavark is unable to play the game, man. That must be the most annoying gameplay so far for him. It's going to be greater power. Does he land the Ring of Frost on the Nando? It looks like he does, but Nando still has a range to deal the damage out. No more interrupts available. He could go for a feigned death here. Is not going to go for it. Just turtles it as breath is about to come out. Could cancel the turtle any moment. Seavark trying to see if he can get the hell out of the polymorph coming out. This is going to get interrupted on the polymorph with a Frost Nova to follow on to Nando to keep him at bay. But he doesn't stay long. Stun on Seavark. Actually, it could be the end here. Nando's just going to dip behind the pillar a little bit. Get on the skill commands, but doesn't want to let Seavark get any kind of freebie CC. Trying to get slide the polymorphs back to back. Short absorb for Seavark. Is he going to be able to sit with absorb for long enough? And that's going to be a pet polymorph for a second. As long as Nana can get him back over there, he'll be fine. It's going to be trap on one side. See if I can actually try to get a breath on the pet. How are you still surviving? I still can't believe it. Frost Nova on the pet, just so he can maybe get away. Use a Crucible for a self-kill whenever he can. Might be able to go for some damage onto Nana, maybe. He's going to get him a shield. He's still so far. He's still alive, man. He's still kicking. Nando's just sitting the hell away from Seavark. He's waiting until he stuns back up. Gonna be a breath onto Nando with a polymorph. Get a power blast. Is trying to come out, but Seavark looks like he's gonna be able to get that G-Pie off. Trying to land a Ring of Frost to follow. Does land a CC onto Lando. No trick out of it for Nando either. That Ring of Frost is actually gonna allow him to get a full Greater Power. Trying to turn the damage around. Gonna be freeze onto Nando's pet. Can't get the pet over there. So it's actually losing out on a lot of that damage. That was super unlucky. Gonna be a short polymorph on the pet. The Seavark have enough damage. Gonna be a trap on top of Seavark, but he does get a fireball onto Nando. Nando does get the pet heal rolling. Does Seavark steal that pet? Can he steal the pet heal, the spirit? Man, I think Nando is exactly trying to allow outside, so Seavark cannot steal any kind of pet heals. Might be able to go full camo. Almost got that camo, but that breath is going to get him out in the open with a fireball power blast coming out. Seavark could actually end this guy. Could actually turn his damage around onto Nando. Nando has such a good opener. That's going to be a Crucible. Dots is stacking up on him. Pyro blast, and down it goes. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it, man. Oh my god. That was incredible. And now Flares is up next, trying to get a Garrote onto Seavark. Full stun coming in with a breath to follow. Breath ending completely early. That's going to be a Shadow Step kick on the Seavark as he's trying to get a polymorph in. And Flares is going to throw everything at Seavark, throwing no poison knives, dropping down even a smoke bomb. And that's going to be Ring of Frost trying to come out for Seavark. Not going to be able to get it. Flares is back on him. Could maybe go for it. No Shadow Step available. Chick gets out of it before the polymorph before the polymorph allows Seavark to set himself up a full Greater Pyro. And Flares is going to be down to Trinket. Somehow that... How did he get hit by that AoE there? He got hit by, what's it called? He got hit by, oh my god, how is he still able to reach Seavark from around the ring, dude? He's right outside of the ring. And that's going to be nice and venom at the end. He got hit by a flame strike. I don't even know how. I guess it was too close to the edge, maybe. It didn't look like he was that close, but somehow he was still burning up from that. But that's going to be Flares catching himself a reset as Storms is going to be up next. Is he also Beastmaster? It looks like it is a Beastmaster Hunter. Maybe he'll have an easier time with this duel than Nando did. What is that Mog? You have the same helmet as Nando, but the rest of the stuff is just all over the place, looks like. Just literally all over the place. Flair's gonna have to have a weird opener on the guy. He's trying not to go through all the traps in the world. He's gonna let a kidney shot onto Storms, who's gonna disengage off of the top. And if Flair's actually gonna tip every single trap into a stun, no chicken available. Storms gets to go for a bit of damage, getting the crow up and running. That's gonna be Dire Bastard that's gonna corner him. Flair's is gonna get a slow on the Dire Bastard, but needs to stay away from the auto attacks that thing is doing, because that thing could do quite a bit of damage. Gonna be Shadow Step 2 Storms. And it's going to be knocked back for a moment. Back into Dire Bastard. Getting a shot onto Storms. Does not have a trinket. Does have himself the survival of the fittest. So that's going to be huge defensive for a little bit with the freezing trap onto Storms. The Dire Bastard is still nearby. Going to get a slow onto Flares. He's going to get himself a self heal going with a Crucible of Flame. And they're just trying to build some calm points off of the pet Super Bra. If he can land another kidney shot onto Storms, he actually might have a chance here, unless a stun by the pet, the intimidation, with some burst from Storms might be able to clap him out. Gonna be Shadow Step into a kidney shot. The Storms have any defensive. He does get himself a pet heal, but that's gonna be wound poison stopping a lot of that healing. Try to go for a bit of a feign death. Looks like it's not gonna keep him down though, and that's gonna be Storms still super low in health, still taking quite a lot of damage from Flares. Why was he CC'd? The Flares took him out while being frozen in a trap. Very unlucky. What's up next, boys? Is it gonna be Zachary? I think Zachary doesn't want to go first. Versace up there. Body count, which any one of you guys can go. Any one of you boys. One of you guys. Hopefully somebody's awake. Flares are already out in the arena. He's gonna be stealth up. It's gonna be body count. Is we gonna see body count going for that full burst wombo combo? Walking right next to Flares. Does hit him with a sap. Is he gonna have a chance here? Is he going to go for that one shot here? He's going to go for that Shadow Blade. Kidney shot coming in. He trinkets out of the kidney shot. Blood of the enemy coming out with a cheap shot. Going to be a trinket out of Flares with evasion a little bit early. I think he does miss his DFA. Going to be a big bite coming up from the side. Flares taking quite a lot of damage in the opener. Going to be evasion for body count. And Flares doesn't have a trinket either, actually. Out of that for a cheap shot, he had to trinket immediately. Going to be a Shadow Step by body count. Double Shadow Step. Try to catch up to Flares into a kidney shot. Does Flares have enough damage? He doesn't have Vendetta rolling, but I think he doesn't even try to go for Vendetta quite yet. He's trying to go for a reset. Going to be a blind on the Flares. Body count actually has himself a good setup because Flares does not have a trinket out of this. He did have Flares did have quite a good damage on the body count with that kidney shot. Didn't go Vendetta, but he stored up quite a lot of damage, man. That was quite a lot of good procs there too. Body count has a chance to win this, man. This is his game to win. That's going to be an orc that he's fighting against, so that's going to be short of stunts, however. So he's having to go for cheap shots, but that's going to be a nice eviscerate at the end there. Looking to catch a reset immediately as Blanca is making his way over. Is he playing that elemental? Looks like he's playing that enhancement shaman. What a set of weapons of this man. It's going to get himself some resources rolling. Going to be counter-strike totem, and as soon as he sees every cooldown coming out of Blanca, body count is going to vanish. Bail the hell out of the Blanca. Might as well pick up the eyes or something. Very unlucky for this enhancement shaman, my man. Very unlucky for this guy. Very, very unlucky. He got everything rolling too, man. A body count just dipped and vanished. But at least we'll see body count maybe get another blood of the enemy burst on Blanca here. Because I actually kind of like it, dude. He got quite a lot of damage to Flares too. Quite a lot of damage to Flares. Even though most of it wasn't those eviscerates, it was just like the bike that came around the corner. But still, it was pretty huge. Gonna be grinding totem dropping for Blanca. But cheap check coming out for body count. Gonna be an evasion. Oh, DFA for body count. He does actually get to get behind Blum because he does try to go for trinket sundering. That's gonna be huge. Ascendance David body count is gonna pop a cloak of shadows with a smoke bomb and trying to get away from the shaman. Catch him to reset with that shadow meld. He's actually gonna have a second vanish basically, and that's gonna be Sabbath to Blum because he has two vanishes in a sense. Normal vanish and a shadow meld. As long as there's no damage over time on him, he can reset every single time. That's quite huge for the guy. Are we going to see blood of the enemy next? Because Blanca's out of trinket. He only has a wall. If you can pre-wall some damage, you might be able to have a chance here. Going to be a Nightblade. And he's trying to get some damage rolling with a capacitor totem. Does get to slap out body count with a capacitor. It's going to be Cyclone trying to get it interrupted. Counter-strike totem is still doing damage back to him. Going to be a sundering. Chicken out of body count. Doesn't have a lot of left here. Might have to go for evasion here. Having to go for evasion. Blanca still hasn't popped the wall yet. Body count is still trying to get a setup. Might go for a big blood of the enemy. Blood of the enemy coming out with a bike. Big DFA coming in as well. Oh my god! Huge damage onto the shaman. That was insane! That DFA looks so good, man. I love DFA. They need to buff that thing again. It's only doing like 10% more damage? That thing needs to be like 120% more damage. Dude, your daggers are so weird. They're like digging into your front. They're huge. These daggers are huge. Lukron, what's up, my man? Alright, Lukron, can you go versus body counts one shot? For Lukron playing a demonology, however, it might be the worst setup versus body count. It's already hard for Lukron against rogues, but he basically has two vanishes. He has a vanish And he has shot him out. Looks like the pet actually found body count as he's gonna get opened up in the open. It looks like maybe body count. Is he playing that Nightblade? Is he playing that Shadow Blade? Is he playing Subterfuge? I don't even know if you're playing Subterfuge build. I need to figure out your build, man. I want to try this myself. I want to try the big burst damage myself. It's going to be a couple hand cooldowns coming out for Lukron just so he can get his pet up running. As he's looking to get some big cooldowns onto body count. No chicken available for body. This is going to be able to get a double stun. The Tyrant just needs to get a couple claps in there. And that's going to be enough. Oh my god. And down he goes. Very well played, however. But without a Shinken versus Lukron's burst and being low health too. There's not a lot he can do. Well played, however, body count. Well played, my man. Lukron is going to have to go versus Zach, it looks like. Oh no, he went Shadow Melted immediately. Lukron is like, he knows he's somewhere out here. Zachary, oh, is Zachary gonna go in? Is Zachary gonna get him to combat? I think he is. Yeah, but he gave him like a soft opener, like, hey, demon's bite. Just give it a little bit of a nibble, little bite. Little demon bite in there. Zachary already taking quite a lot of damage from all those pets, however. Gonna be a stun to Lukron and the army of the, I was gonna say army of the dead, but actually it's army of the heathens. Not Christian goers, unbelievers, I don't even know what to call them. It's gonna be Shadow Bolts coming back to back with Zachary with another hand to go down. He has a couple bit of imps in there, and those imps could do quite a lot of damage if Lukron can. Oh, he's gonna land a stun into hand to go down. Gonna be checking out Zachary. Does he go for maybe a more CC? Does he have the horror effect to follow up? He's gonna try to see if he can go for a little bit of a crucible, not a crucible, but a cyclotronic blast. Actually, has wall rolling. Could go for cyclotronic wall with a wall. Gonna be a full metamorphosis for Zachary. If you're coming out into Zachary to spam out a little bit. And Lukron actually going to break his own fear just a little bit early. I don't think he expected to. It's going to be a full Tyrant coming out. Is that going to be stoned to Zachary? Actually, Zachary's going to fly up in there. Lukron's going to go for the reflect. Does he get to reflect the damage to Zachary? He actually outraced him on damage. That was so much damage out of Zachary. And he had to race him on the damage on Versace. I don't think he's going to give Lukron even a chance here. Come on, Versace. Come on, give Lukron a chance, man. Not even gonna do it. He's just gonna clap him out before he needs to use any other cooldowns, because all he has to go is go up against what's his name? Infernal? Oh, that's kind of a neat mog. Your helmet doesn't really match, because your helmet is like kind of sort of matches actually. I think I just need a little bit more like white to contrast that helm. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like this arena that makes it hard to see a mog. But it's gonna be Versace. Try to see if he can get over to Infernal. Gonna hit him with a Hodge before even a Casball comes out. And Versace's gonna go for wings. Gonna be Infernal coming in. And gonna be pelted by Casball. Skaza bubble rolling. Wants to see if he can clap on Infernal before the big damage comes in. Gonna be a big port for Instant. And Versace's gonna go behind the pillar for a second. But he still wants to get damage onto the Warlock. Using the line of sight as best as possible. That's gonna be a bit of damage coming in for Infernal. With a ring of fire, trying to get a Casbolt in. That's why we Cyclotronic almost make it. It does get interrupt onto Versace behind the pillar with him trying to heal at 30 minutes in, 49% dampening. Versace only has Blessing Protection to worry about when it comes to dealing with Infernal. He's actually out of all defenses. It's going to be a bit of a rain of fire. Versace's going to take some damage from the thing, but heals are going to be pretty huge. Getting a couple judgments here and there, and it's Infernal getting that big shark to do some damage. Does he have another horror effect? It's going to be a full stun on Infernal. Has wall. Is that wall going to be enough to keep him alive? Needs to get himself a horror effect out immediately. Does he get anything? I think he went for a Warlock Hellstone. This is going to be Casball coming out of Versace immediately with a Cyclotronic Blast to follow. Doesn't have the same chicken. Going to get rebuked on it though. Does he have enough damage? Does he have anything? Who won? Wait, who won that one? It's Infernal won that one. Oh my god. Woo! Goddamn! It's Infernal. He won that one. It says yellow defeat, right? Yellow defeat. He wouldn't have gotten the kill if... Was the only guy Was Versace only... He won! It's Infernal won! The Warlock won, boys! Let's go! Let's go! It's Infernal! Holy crap! This Destro has 224k HP, so here we go. Does it really? That's a lot of health. Is he just all geared or something? Is it just stamina gear or something?